Hi, it's David here from Wargaming now, guys, and I'm going to deviate from my current set of videos. So it's not K47, it's not 40K, it's not Kings of War. What we're going to do is going to delve into the Firefight, possibly Dead Zone, and I'm going to look at the Forgefathers for Firefight.
Okay, so this is the Firefight Forgefathers Strike Force box. Now let's have a look to see what you actually get in it. Okay, so in it you get 30 Steel Warriors. Now they can be made as Reki, anyway, the Flamer Arm dudes, or Storm Rage Veterans, which are heavy weapons and things like that, or you get the normal Steel Warriors. You get the Iron Ancestor. Now that's the standard Iron Ancestor. You can't get the different weapon options from this box. You have to buy for the Thor type, or the one with the, which is the 2 hammer, or the one with the 2 auto cannons, or this one with a magma cannon and a flamer as well. You have to, or Dragon's Breath if they call it, you have to get that separately from the Mantic website. You get a Huskal, which is a resin one, so you can either arm with a pistol or a rifle. I've actually put a rifle on him and given him the hammer, which I don't think is actually a valid loadout, but I like him with the hammer, but I want to arm him with a rifle. You get 5 Forge Guard and 1 Forge Guard Huskal. That they come on the same sprue, so there's, I think there's 2, that sets 2 sprues and he comes on with them. And you get a Sternhammer tank. Now that could be constructed as the Sternhammer with the large magma cannon, Sternhammer with the auto cannon, the APC, or the assault. I can't remember the name of the assault, but it's an assault vehicle with the flamer on top. So that is what you get. So let's go ahead and look at the separate bits. Okay, this is the Steel Warriors sprue. Now, so you've got some heads there, you've got some bodies. Now this sprue can make more than one unit. It can make Steel Warriors. It can make the Storm Rage Veterans because of all the heavy weapons. And it also can make the Rekia. Yes, I think that's how they pronounce it, Rekia. But basically, they're armed with all flame weapons. And the Storm Rage Veterans are armed with all heavy weapons. So you've got missile launchers and you've got the magma cannon. So what this sprue comes with is you got your assault rifles there, you got some fronts to the bodies and some backs to the bodies, some heads over here, but you've got some different heads to simulate to show the difference between the units. And you got a few bits here for the rocket launcher and some Huskal stuff here. And there's the back of the sprue. So it's nice, quite a some nice detail on there. Now the additional bits that you get with the sprue come in a little bag. And I actually fired these all over the place, so I believe this is all of it. So this is where you get the legs, so you get 5 legs. Again, there's not a huge amount of mould lines, they're nice detail in there. You get the magma cannon, or magma gun, that's that one. The other arm for that is on the sprue. Then you get now that could be used for the Storm Rage Veterans as well as, no, I think Storm Rage Veterans, I'm not sure the Steel Warriors unit can use that one. Then you've got 2 flamers. Now obviously to get a full unit of Storm Rage Veterans or the Rekia, you'll need more than 1 sprue. Now the box comes with 6 sprues, so you can mix and match the different weapons and things like that. Then you get you only get 1 autocannon in each sprue, so again, if you want more than 1 in a squad, you're going to have to use more than 1 lot of sprues worth. And then you get some backpacks. There's backpacks in here. And these will go on, you make your body up and then you glue these on afterwards. Yep, so there's a few of them. Oh, and that's what's that? That's not a backpack, but they're backpacks. Yeah, there's a load of those. There's another 1, 2, 3 there, so there's 7 of those in total. You get 2 fronts. Now I believe these are for the Huskal. You have a option of making a Huskal up So yeah, that's that. And then we have that's the missile launcher. And then there is another assault rifle. Yeah, so, and that is the Steel Warrior sprue. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, so here are the Forge Guard sprue. Now you get 2 sprues, and this has 6 guys on it. So you have the 4 bodies there, and you have 5 hammers there. You've got the associated arms there. Now the arms have got a nice interlocking system, because you'll notice on the weapons later on that they have the corresponding, these have got the risers, and the other side's got the indentation, so they slot together quite nicely. You have 4 bodies there, like I said earlier on, and the shoulder pack, or shoulder pads at the side and the top of the heads. Now, again, I like these because they're plastic, they're nice, crisp molds, and I'm so happy with the plastics over the PVC. I don't like Mantic's PVC stuff, and they don't seem to like it either, because they are slowly phasing it out. So that's one sprue. And the other sprue, now this has 2 bodies on there. It's also got the magma gun, which is like an anti-armor high AP gun, and there's an auto cannon there, there's a forge hammer there as well. And then you've got all the rifles. There's lots of rifles there, and there's one that side as well. And then there's a shoulder mounted missile launcher, which is another bonus, as it were. So that's a nice addition. And then you've got the legs on there as well. Again, nice detail. There's not a huge number of mold lines on here, yeah, that'll get you 5 Forge Guard, and I think they say it's one. You can have one as 1 Huskarl, Forge Guard Huskarl, which yes you can. Or you can just have 6 Forge Guard. So that's the Forge Guard sprue. Let's go on to a different sprue. Okay, so the Strikeforce box comes with an iron ancestor, and this is how it comes. It came in a little bag, but last time I tried to open the bag on the camera, I fired everything all over the place, and yeah, it took me a while to find it. So I thought I'd open it separately and then film it. So what we've got here, yeah, you've got a few legs. You've got kind of like a torso. No idea what that is. Okay, so that's the top half, and then that's the bottom half there. Then you have an twin auto cannon, and that's the bottom half of the hammer, and then you have the top half part of the hammer there. Yeah. Now I believe this is PVC, so it's going to require super glue to put together, because the plastic glue doesn't work on it, or the plastic glue I've got doesn't work on it. So that is that. Now the detail on it is okay. There's not a huge amount of cleaning up to do, and there's not really much else to say about it. So that is the Iron Ancestor. Now I must note that the box only comes with the standard loadout. It does not come with the other versions. A bag full of resin bits. Now this is a Huskarl. Now originally I thought the Steel Warriors, you made the Huskarl from the Steel Warriors, but obviously not, and they've given you a bit of a hole there actually. They're giving you a resin Huskarl, which overall the actual casting is all right. There's a few holes in there, but you won't see those once you've glued it together. So yeah, that's good. Then you end up with 2 others. Now on here, you get 2 lots of weapon options. You've got a rifle. That's a hammerhead. So you've got the rifle there, a hammerhead, and 2 faces. 2 choice of faces. And then on the other sprue you get, that's the hand for the hammer. You get a pointy finger and a pistol. That's a Hailstorm pistol, and that goes on the guy's back. So overall these are They're nice moulds, don't get me wrong there. I do like the moulds of Mantic resin and the castings. There's not a huge amount of cleaning up to do. A little bit, nothing to write home about. But yeah, that's the Huskal for the Steel Warriors.
Okay, so this is the stern hammer. Now, as you can see, there's lots of bits and no instructions. So you've got no steer or guide or anything. All you have got is on the website, under the stern hammer section, you have a layout of bits that you should have. So you can work out whether you've got the bits, but you don't know how to put them together. Now, this tank comes with 3 separate turrets. It comes with a magma cannon, a quad, hailstorm autocannon, and a flamer type weapon. And it also can be assembled as an APC. So I don't know which bits are for the APC, which one's bits for the tanks. So it's just going to be a experiment and look at the picture and see if I can make it the same. But ignoring the fact there are no instructions, the bits all look good. There's not a huge amount of distortion or flash or miscast or anything like that, which is good. It's plastic instead of PVC, which is brilliant. I hate the PVC with a vengeance. So whenever they come out with plastic stuff, it's big thumbs up, big thumbs up. So, like I say, the detail on it is good. It's I don't know how it's going to be put together, because it's going to be a bit of trial and error. But you do get a lot of bits, and there's a lot of options. So, and they come with different turrets as well. You get the 3 separate turrets, so you don't have to make the decision to stick with one type. You can make them all, paint them all, and it's easily interchangeable. The only thing is you can't, as far as I can see, it's not easy to switch between the APC and the tank. But then you just go out and buy another one. So that is the stern hammer from the Firefight Forgefathers box set. Okay, that's what's in the Forgefathers Strike box. Now, for those who stayed with me for this long, on the screen now what you'll see is the instructions for assembling the Steel Warriors, because the Steel Warriors don't come with any instructions either. So that is for your perusal and help with your assembly of your own strike force. Now, overall, yes, there look good selection of models within the strike force. You will need to look at the army lists and come out with a force, but there's between 1,000 and 1,500 points in this strike force, depending on how you assemble it. And I would also recommend you look at getting some other bits and bobs, like Thorgarim for close combat, and I like the weapons batteries as well. So I'll be getting a few of those. Okay, so if you like this video, hit this like button, subscribe, and ding the bell to get notifications on all my future videos.